The Pyxis 6K PL mount is now my go-to camera for my medium to semi-large productions. And I must say, I was completely wrong about this camera before. Now that I've had a chance to use it multiple times and rig it up several different ways with what I think may be the best lenses and the best cage accessories you can partner with this camera, I now believe it's arguably the most versatile weapon you can have in your arsenal if you're a Blackmagic owner, or even if you're primarily an ARRI user. But what's even better is there's a feature that this camera contains that is going to revolutionize the way we work that nobody seems to be talking about. So hopefully by the end of this video, if you've been on the fence about this camera, you will be able to, 1, make a very solid decision on whether it's right for you or not, and 2, you'll have some ideas on what tools you want to use to partner with it. Not only that, I'm also going to talk about that one thing that I have not yet seen covered concerning the Pyxis. So you definitely want to stick around until the end. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, if this is your first time on this channel, I go by Director Henley. I primarily direct music videos and commercials. I've been doing so for about 10 years now, but I just recently started this channel to show creators like you an inside look into the industry from my perspective. I primarily run my productions on the ARRI Alexa Mini and LF, as well as my own Blackmagic 6K. Until now, that is. Now I've added the Pyxis 6K to my arsenal, and it will be my primary go-to for many reasons. So, the first reason I love this camera is since it's new, there are a lot of companies out there that are bringing us accessories to build on to the camera with. So that's the first thing I want to tackle. My main accessories for this camera did not come from Tilta or Kondor Blue, who most people are using. Instead, I went with a company called 6k's. So what you see here on the camera is the top plate and top handle pro. The top plate attaches to the camera with 4 attachment points. Now, as soon as I got this plate attached to the top of my Pyxis, I could tell immediately that it's a really great product. It's on there securely and it's not going anywhere. There are several 1/4-inch mounting points and even a couple of 3/8 threaded opening with ARRI locating points. Then there's the handle that just slides right onto the front of the cage and tightens snugly to it. Yes, this grown man said snugly. It also too has several points that you can mount to as well. I never heard of this company, but I highly recommend them because the quality of these products is amazing. It looks amazing with its sleek black design, and it's simultaneously cheaper than what you would get from a Tilta or Kondor Blue cage. I got both this top handle and top plate for only $184. Over at Kondor Blue, you can get a handle for $75, but then a half of the top cage is also $75. So if you're wanting the same setup I have here, you'll need 2 halves. 2 top halves making a whole with a handle is around $225. Now, $50 might not be a ton of money, but there are other things that you'll want for this camera. So every dollar matters. Like this, for instance. This is the Arca Swiss baseplate kit. This also came from 6k's and features 2 32mm ARRI rosettes. It gives you a rising quick release plate that attaches to the camera with a 1/4 and 3/8 mounting screws. This gives you the ability to add your 15mm rods, so you can have even more accessories like V-mounts, matte boxes, and follow focus systems, and etc, etc. And it comes with a dovetail as well. All of this for $300, and it's built with that same quality as the other pieces I got from 6k's. Now, with everything that I have from the camera, I've been primarily working with 1 to 3 different setups, which is great seeing that I really don't have a lot of accessories for it. The first way I run with the camera, and most basic, is simply with my top cage and top handle, Blackmagic monitor, and a BPU battery on the back. This keeps things super light and super simple. This is perfect for someone who doesn't have someone else to pull focus and just wants to keep things very bare bones. The second way that I run with this camera is the monitor, top handle, and plate, but I lose the BPU battery and add the Arca Swiss system with a V-mount and a matte box. Really quick note, if you're gonna use a V-mount with this because of spacing and things, use one of the smaller V-mounts, not the longer ones. With this, you can add on really as much as you want. One of the few things I definitely want to add to this setup though is a side handle. As it gets heavier, I really start feeling the weight on my forearm. Right now I'm shooting straight to SSD since I don't have any CF Express B cards, but that I have to change since I'm wanting to utilize a side handle. The third way I've been using it, and probably the most exciting to me, is with my RS3. We've bragged on the shape of this camera, but I don't think we've said enough when it comes to this. It was a pain trying to run my original 6K on a gimbal. As you see, I have this camera with the super beefy Snyder lenses attached, and it still balances perfectly. I can never throw these on my previous model and balance it. So glad. Like I say, gimbal, Steadicam, that was just not a question, but now I can easily balance on those things, and I can take this Pyxis on more professional shoots where my DPs who use a Steadicam, they're not looking at me funny because I'm presenting this football shaped camera to them, but I'm actually giving them a professional box camera. Cause like I said, like it just was a nightmare. Throwing these Snyders on the original 6K and trying to balance it on a Steadicam would be a nightmare. Not with the Pyxis. And this also separates it from so many other cameras, in my opinion. It even is separated from the Komodo, which we put up against the Pyxis, but we're gonna talk about that in a future video. Because what's way more important is the feature that no creative either doesn't have the clue or knowledge or is just neglecting to tell you guys about. A feature that's about to open a box of endless possibilities. But before I tell you exactly what it is, if you've been enjoying this content and would love to see more like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We did a huge giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, and we're gonna do an even bigger one at 3,000. And don't forget to hit the notification bell as well so you can be the first to be notified of my releases and my giveaways. Okay, the feature that no one has been talking about is the live sync feature. What this feature does is allows the videos we're shooting to be uploaded simultaneously to the Blackmagic cloud. Now, at first mention, that may not seem all world changing, but hold my coffee. I tested this feature out, and what it does is uploads a proxy of the clip I shot within 10 seconds of hitting the end record button. Maybe you didn't hear me. This means I could be in Miami, Florida, shooting a music video while my editor is residing in East Tennessee, which is what, like, I don't know, 12 to 15 hours away, something like that. Don't quote me, my math probably off. And every time I finish shooting a clip, it's uploaded into the cloud before I even start shooting the next clip. So theoretically speaking, not even theory at this point, my editor could have all of my shots cut up and organized, getting ready to start the main edit, or even finishing up the first draft before we fully pack and leave the location. Now I know what you're thinking, BS. I feel that, and that's why I decided it was better to show you. What's up? I'm out at the farm, and we about to do something with this Pyxis. I'm about to show y'all something real quick. All right, so real quick, if you look at the screen, you see this blue Stevens footage, and what that does is when it's blue, it's telling you that you're hooked up online. I'm hooked up via Ethernet cord. Yeah, and I got a friend named Curtis. I'm about to give him a call, and we're gonna jump to his side. He's going to screen record as I shoot some shots, them landing on his side, so we can show you how cool this live sync is. You see my dog is right here. I might get a shot of him, get a shot of myself in the blue, but we ain't gonna tell him what it is, so we're gonna hop over there.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Curtis White. I am a filmmaker and all-around creative. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and me and my homeboy are about to test out this Blackmagic cloud. To be completely honest, I'm very curious to see if this proxy thing works off the cloud. Hold on, let me hit my boy up. Avery! Alright, now tell everybody, where exactly are you right now? Yep, right smack dab in the middle of Atlanta.
And I just pressed in, so just finished shooting the clip. Let's see how long that takes.
It's already there.
It's already there?
I literally refreshed the page and it just popped in. Hold on, let me download it. Alright, I'm downloading the MP4. I don't know what this is. I'm about to open it. Oh Lord, what did you record? Oh my goodness. You just out in the middle of nowhere?
What color hoodie am I wearing?
Oh, you're wearing the blue one. Oh, it's definitely blue. It's giving gardener. Definitely giving me gardener vibes with the flower. That's crazy.
All right, you saw it, we all saw it. This is going to change production times on a crazy level. Shoot on Blackmagic and have a visual turned around in a couple of hours after you wrap. That's diabolical. But there's a few things that I know you're worried about. For example, I know you realize we use a physical Ethernet connection. Most times we're somewhere where we don't have direct connection to the internet. Well, Blackmagic already thought of that, and they have an answer to it. Not only that, but how do we sign up for this? How much does this feature cost? If I told you that it's completely free, would you believe me? But that's a lot to try to cover, so if you want to know more, you got to check out the next video.